Students, we are going to start now the new chapter Chemical Kinetics. In this chapter, we are going to study the rate of a chemical reaction, how fast or how slow the chemical reaction is. So, chemical kinetics means the branch of chemistry which deals with the study of speed or rate of chemical reaction. The factors affecting the rate of reaction and the mechanism by which the reaction proceeds is known as chemical kinetics. So, what is the concept of reaction rate? The rate of the reaction is the measure of the speed with which reactants are converted into product. In terms of amount, the rate of the reaction is defined as a change in the amount of reactant or product per unit time, and its formula will become rate of the reaction is the change in amount of reactant or products upon time taken for that change. The rate of the reaction is denoted by small r, and change in the amount of reactant or product is your molar concentration of the reactant or product upon your change in time, that is delta T. So here the rate of the reaction is defined as the rate of disappearance in the concentration of the reactant or the rate of appearance in the concentration of the product. If A is converting into B, this means in due course of time the concentration of A is going to decrease, whereas the concentration of B is going to increase. So the rate of reaction with respect to A will become minus delta molar concentration of A upon delta T, and the rate of the reaction in terms of your B will become plus delta molar concentration of B upon delta T, that is change in concentration of the reactant and product with the time needed for that change, and we write the minus sign for the reactant because the concentration is decreasing. There are the two types of reaction, average rate of the reaction and instantaneous rate of the reaction. So average rate of the reaction is fine when the change is taking place in due course of time, and instantaneous rate of reaction is due to when the reaction is taking place instantaneously or very fast. So we can express the rate of the reaction in the terms of your an example AA, where small a is the stoichiometric coefficient of A and small b is the stoichiometric coefficient of B, and similarly small c is the stoichiometric coefficient of C. So rate of the reaction will become minus 1 by A, mean if the reactant is there, the stoichiometric coefficients will be divided. So it will become minus 1 by A d molar concentration of A upon dt. D stands for the instantaneous change. Similarly, it will be equal to minus 1 by B dB upon dt as equal to plus 1 by C dC upon dt equal to 1 by D dB upon dt. So rate of disappearance of A will become D molar concentration of A upon dt equal to A into rate of the reaction, and similarly B will become B into the rate of the reaction, and for the appearance of C it will become C into rate of reaction, or for the appearance of D it will become D into rate of reaction. The factors affecting the rate of chemical reactions are temperature, concentration, pressure, surface area, and presence of the catalyst. So with increase in the temperature, the kinetic energy of the molecules increases, and this increase in the number of collision plus increase in the number of the particles with greater than the required amount of the activation energy. So with increase in temperature, the rate of the reaction also increases. The factor second is your concentration or the pressure. High concentration or high pressure mean more particles per unit volume. As the more particles will be there in a given unit of volume, increase the frequency of collision, and the rate of the reaction increases with the increase in concentration or increase in pressure. The next one is your surface area. Increase in surface area or the particle size, increase in exposure to the other reactant. So increases the probability of the collision, and therefore it increases the rate of reaction. Next one is the presence of catalyst. Speed of the rate of reaction, though lowering the activation energy needed for the reaction to occur, therefore the catalyst lowers the activation energy, and this will increase the rate of reaction. There is a law of mass action. This means at a given temperature, the rate of a chemical reaction is directly proportional to the product of the molar concentration of the reacting species raised to the power of the numeral coefficient, also called stoichiometric coefficient. So here R is directly proportional to the molar concentration, the product of the molar concentration of the reactant, with each term raised to the power of their stoichiometric coefficient. And when we remove this proportionality sign, there is a K, which is known as rate constant. And when the molar concentration of all the reactant is unity, the R is equal to rate constant. So rate constant is defined as the rate of the reaction when the concentration of each reactant is taken as unity. Next one is, what are the characteristics of this rate constant? Rate constant is measure of the rate of the reaction. Higher the value of the rate constant, faster is the reaction. The value of rate constant is different for different reaction. Hence, it is also called specific constant. It is independent of the concentration of the reactant, and the unit of the rate constant depend upon the order of the reaction. So there is a difference between the rate of the reaction and the rate constant. The rate of the reaction is the change in the concentration of the reactant on product per unit time, whereas rate constant is the constant which is proportionality constant, which is equal to the rate of the reaction when the molar concentration of each reactant is unity. Rate of the reaction has the unit of mole per liter per time, whereas the unit of rate constant depend upon the order of the reaction. Rate of the reaction at any instant of time depends upon the molar concentration, whereas rate constant is constant for a particular reaction. It does not depend upon the concentration of the reactant. Next comes here the rate law. The rate law or the rate law equation is the experimentally determined equations, and it is observed experimentally that the rate of these reaction may or may different from that of the law of mass action. For example, according to the law of mass action, the rate is equal to K rate constant, molar concentration of A to the power A and molar concentration of B to the power B. But experimentally it has been proved that the rate constant is directly proportional to the molar concentration of A to the power X and molar concentration of B to the power Y. So, the rate law is defined as the mathematical expression or the experimentally measured rate of the reaction in terms of concentration of the reacting species, which influence the rate of the reaction. The rate of the reaction also gives us the reaction mechanism, whether it is a simple elementary type of reactions or it may occur in step reactions. So here NO 2NO plus O2 give rise to 2NO2. This is the reaction in which N2O2 is detected during the reaction. So elementary steps are NO plus NO give rise to N2O2. This N2O2 again react with oxygen to give us 2NO2. So the overall reaction will become 2NO plus O2 give rise to 2NO2. Similarly, in this case, also NO and plus NO give rise to this N2O2, which is an intermediate. But in the overall balanced reaction, this intermediate will be only present in the elementary state, not in the overall reaction. So there are unimolecular reaction, the elementary step with one molecule, bimolecular reaction, elementary step has two molecules, and termolecular reaction, elementary steps will have three molecules. The order of the reaction is the sum of the concentration terms on which the rate of the reaction actually depend as observed experimentally is called order of the reaction, or it is the sum of the power to which the concentrations of the reactant is raised. So Ma plus Nb giving rise to product. So the molar, if we go for the rate of the reaction in the terms of the rate law, it will becomes R is equal to K, molar concentration of A to the power M and molar concentration of B to the power N. So M plus N will be the order of reaction. There are three types of order of reaction: first order reaction, second order reaction, third order reaction, and also a zero order reaction. So the first order reaction, the rate of the reaction only depend upon the concentration of one reacting species, whereas in second order reaction, the rate of the reaction depends upon the concentration of the two reactant species. These two reactant species may be similar or dissimilar. Whereas for the third order reaction, the rate of the reactions depend upon the molar concentration of the three reacting species. These may be similar or may be different. But for the zero order reaction, the rate of the reaction does not depend upon any concentration, and these are the catalytic reactions or the photochemical reactions. So here comes the rate, unit of the rate constant according to that of the order of the reaction. In generally, K is equal to molar concentration mole per liter upon 1 minus n, where n is the order of the reaction and per second. So first order reaction, the unit of rate constant is per second. For the second order reaction, it is per mole liter per second. Third order reaction, it is liter square per mole square per second. And for the zero order reaction, it is mole per liter per second. The molecularity, the number of the reactant species that collide simultaneously in a chemical equation is known as molecularity. And the molecularity value may be 1, 2 and 3. It does not exceeds than 3 because the molecularity of the reaction is is of the all the elementary steps. For the multi-steps reactions or for the complex reactions, it is your zero molecularity. This is the difference between the molecularity of the reaction and the order of the reaction. It is the number of the reacting species taking part in a simple reaction. And order of the reaction, it is the sum of the power of the concentration terms in the rate law equations. It is a natural number values of 1, 2 and 3 molecularity, whereas order can be fractional and order can also be 0, whereas molecularity cannot be 0. So molecularity of a complex reaction has no meaning. It is expressed for as an elementary steps. Order is same for the whole reaction, no matter it is simple or a complex reaction. Order is always determined by the slow step. Then there comes the pseudo order reaction. Those reactions which behave as a first order reaction but they are not of the first order reaction, they are known as pseudo order reaction. In these reaction, one of the reactant is taken in excess. For example, hydrolysis of ester, in which water is taken as in excess. So in due course of time, the concentration of water does not changes. Therefore, however, the two reactants are taking place here, but the rate of the reaction depend only on the concentration of the one of the reactant. It is known as your pseudo first order reaction. Now the order of the reaction is determined by the initial rate method. In this method, one of the concentration term is remain same in the two reactants. For example, here I have taken the three reactants. In first experiment, the concentration of X is 0.01, the concentration of Y is 0.02. But in the second experiment, the concentration of Y has been changed whereas the X has been kept constant. But in the third one, the Y has been same as that of the second one. The concentration of your X has been changed. So for the overall reaction, the rate of the reaction is K, molar concentration of X and molar concentration of Y. For the zero order reaction, if we place a graph between the rate and concentration, it will be a parallel line because the rate of the reaction for zero order reaction does not depends upon the concentration. So this is all for your chemical kinetics. We are going to deal with it in numericals during the sessions.